Yeah, that's Elliot.
That's Elliot.
Fine. Yeah.
I was going to say, Cray actually has like a very piercing voice. Like it's very like, it will cut through.
The neighbor upstairs
Brace
was...
yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, like we've got a neighbor who lives like above us. Like it's weird, we didn't even know her apartment was there.
She's lovely.
She's really lovely. But she was just like, she's like, yeah, there's always one of you that I can hear. And we were like, is it the high-pitched squealing one? She was like, yeah. And then we were like, okay, great.
I was like, hello.
It's like, that's him. That's him.
Yes,
That's him.
I was like, it's a pleasure.
All right. So the zombie apocalypse hits. You get to bring one member of Click with you to fight off the horde. Who do you bring?
What was Can you repeat the question?
Zombie apocalypse. Who do you pick to come with you?
Zombie apocalypse?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, this is...
I'll bring Kath.
Yeah.
She's her brains.
See, you're all idiots. What you really want to do is bring the fat, slow one so that
What?
I am... No, I'm not saying Marcus. I'm saying that would be me, but I can't bring myself. So I'm bringing Marcus because he's buff.
I was about to say, do we need to wrestle right now?
Because I dissed him
Bring-
Marcus
backstage.
versus Elliot?
So you're bringing Elliot?
Who's a slow runner? Because I want to trip him over and
No,
let
I'm
him
fine.
get
Fuck boy, I'm good. That's
Did most
Wait, are
people
you
pick
guys
Marcus?
bringing Kath
No,
to
I'm
be
saying
eaten?
Kath, because she
No,
scares me.
Cat's alpha AF.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, definitely Kath.
I'm just going to tell the zombies to go away and they'll listen.
Just kindly
Yeah,
ask
sorry
them
to
to
bother you.
leave.
Wait, what did Lennon pick?
Kath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she scares me.
All of us, Lennon. All of us.
Yeah.
All right. Who in Click is the most competitive?
Oh, that's easy.
I'm going to own up to that.
I mean, I feel like we're both, that's the thing. No, I'm the more competitive one.
I didn't get enough views
it?
on my video.
You haven't lived with him, Lannon.
me today.
Yeah.
Lennon's being competitive because he didn't get voted by
You're
everyone
just
else.
We're being competitive about who's the most competitive.
Oh my god.
Look, I tried to change my answer. But...
Too late.
All right. Who in Click got the least amount of sleep before coming here today?
I feel like
30 minutes.
But it's Elliot.
It's Elliot.
it's Elliot.
He's had 30 minutes.
I had to catch a plane at 5 a.m. and it was at 4:30. I had to leave the house at 5 a.m. for my plane. At 4:30,
All right, next question.
I finished the video. I got 20
It
minutes.
all began.
20 minutes.
5:30.
It's so hard. Jesus.
It's really hard, guys.
Answer the question, move on.
Support a creative music.
All right. Last one.
Use code LaserBeam in the Fortnite item shop.
Oh,
Just,
God.
just throwing it out there.
All right. Who in Click is the messiest?
See, I don't live with them, but it's
It's
totally
changed a
me.
little bit
Not me.
Like, they don't
It's
know.
not me. I
But
clean
it's
up.
I
definitely
thought
me.
this would cause
I
me
wipe down the
drama.
bench. I wipe down the bench.
I can vote for my own house.
Okay,
You
wait,
guys are
wait,
forgetting the bench.
wait,
You guys are
wait.
forgetting. You guys are forgetting the bench.
Whose,
And I'm
yo-
actually mad
whose
about
yogurt cups are on the kitchen counter?
it. It was twice.
Never forget
it
the
was
yogurt
actually
cup.
2 yogurt cups.
at least
No,
3
what
times.
about the butter the other day?
Actually, Elliot left butter, open
Yeah,
butter
let's put
on the
Elliot.
counter. I changed my answer to Elliot.
too.
He
You left out the butter.
butter on the kitchen counter.
One mistake. I'm calling everyone out.
And what about all the bread crumbs?
We made Halloween.
Do you remember the
Bread
crumbs?
We made Halloween pumpkins the other day. They started to rot on the kitchen counter. So our solution, as a collective, which we will all take credit for, was not to put them in the bin.
Was
it was
to
to
eat
move them.
That scared the hell out of us.
It
by
was
the
to
way.
shift them 3 meters onto the balcony so that it wouldn't sink up the inside, where they're now still rotting on the balcony
Oh my
because
gosh.
everyone's too lazy to take them to the bin. So
A lot
no,
of flies. A lot of flies.
everyone is
They
bad.
look nice outside.
Makes it even spookier.
It's
with
not
the flies around them.
Halloween's not over yet, so I put them outside. I'll take care of them when I get back. Right?
No, no.
Jesus, all right.
See, what
shut
you didn't
up,
see is
man. My
when
next
Baz-
Hey,
question.
shut up.
Oh wait, the pumpkins are still out there.
Oh, no.
When Baz and I left this morning, one had started to collapse in on itself. It's just lost
Yeah,
all
that's just
structural
aesthetic.
integrity. Horrible.
Spooky, it's Halloween, right?
Yuck. All right.
All right. Going on to some house questions because I'm pretty sure that's what most of the guys are here to watch. Stories of from moving because I know that it was a bit of a hectic time moving in.
The tire slasher.
Oh, yeah, that story I know. Yeah.
We've had to retell this story like 5 times, so Baz really
We've
hates
recorded
it
like 3 podcasts, and then we've had to repeat this story.
because the
over and
podcast
over.
kept corrupting. It was horrible. Do you want the super short synopsis, Baz? If you don't
Short.
want to
Give
tell
us
it?
the synopsis
No,
of
go long. No one else has heard this story except for you guys.
All right, well, fine. Move-in day. Yeah, so we've moved. The neighborhood we're in is very much like it's
full of
not,
rich
Yeah,
snobs.
it's like.
Yeah, which
Rich
you
people.
totally aren't.
You have
So
no
it's like
taste.
Totally
it's
not.
the demographic we're talking is like 50 to 60-year-olds who are in like houses that are terrifyingly expensive that we definitely do not fit into this demographic. So first day we arrived there, Baz had parked his car on the side of the road, but kind
It
of
was in a spot
somewhat
where you could park
near
a
a
car.
garage.
You didn't say that. It was
Yeah.
a spot where a car could be parked.
Yeah.
We just-
Anyway, I come out, bringing in another box, and there's this like 56-year-old guy there, and he's like, "Oi, mate." And I was like, "What's going on?" Great to meet the neighbours. He was like, "Whose fucking car is that?" And I was like, I lied. I flat out lied. I didn't want to get off on the wrong foot. I was like, "Oh, I think it's one of the workmen who are in the house right now." And he was like, "Well, let me tell you what, he's blocking my car from getting out, and unless he's 6'7" and built, I'm gonna slash his tires." And I was like, "All right then."
So then
he's got the height.
I walked out and he was actually very nice to me. I don't know really why.
Because you're 6'7".
He was lovely to me too, I'm sure.
He was lovely.
He
I
was
thought
lovely.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know. I would. Yeah,
Have you considered he was telling a joke?
No.
I'm starting to think he was telling a joke.
Maybe it's a joke and Elliot just didn't get it.
Yeah, maybe people just don't like you that much.
Yeah. I can relate.
That could be it.
What was the other move-in drama? The frat party.
Oh yeah, the frat party. We only had
our
14
five
people.
friends.
Where
For
including the
14.
people who live in the house. There were on the first week we invited like a few like really close Sydney friends around, just like check the place out, and there were like I think about 14 of us in total in this big house. Like it's a big house. Anyway, the next door neighbors called our landlord and reported that we were having a 100+ person frat party there. And
I don't have that many friends.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know that many people.
Yeah, so it's a really delicate neighborhood, and we're negotiating it. I think my favorite thing though is the text we get. I would say almost every morning from our neighbor complaining he can't get his Ferrari out of his garage.
Ah,
a really
real
nice car.
shame.
It's a tough life.
I mean, if I had a Ferrari, I'd be pretty pissed if I could drive it.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
So, I mean, the only other thing would be rubbish, I guess. That's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Big
rubbish.
problem.
Uber Eats bags are literally everywhere. So, literally.
No,
They're not
I
joking.
had my own move in. It was great because Elliot wasn't there.
Oh, yeah, Lachlan doesn't live in there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was just tapping out. I was like,
I always forget that.
I feel really included.
Yet you still don't have furniture.
I have a beanbag
All a man needs.
Wow.
and a dog. That's all I need.
Aw.
Man's best friend.
Anyway,
What's the craziest thing that's happened in the house so far?
Maybe waking up at 3 a.m. to Elliot yelling over Fortnite.
Oh, man.
yeah, that's actually.
I was
Yeah,
just going to
man.
say our lives aren't that interesting.
Yeah, what the fuck do you think you signed up for, though?
Oh my
He
god.
hits things though.
He
Oh,
hits
bang,
I get.
bang, bang at 3 a.m. You shake my bed.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
How
you
do you
sure
hit-
he's playing
He shakes my.
What are we talking about again?
I'm
Oh,
like,
it's me.
Sydney's under attack.
Yeah, you always look so happy in your videos, Elliot, but
Oh,
people
no,
don't see
yeah,
the
dude,
dark
that's
side.
Sometimes-
that tongue in your videos always looks really happy.
Sometimes I just reach like a point. No joke. So Cray's got this samurai sword, and I may have like temporarily
going?
stolen it. And last night, it was like it got to like it was the night before last. I was just trying to do this like winning with nothing but the 6-shooter challenge.
I think about to say
Fortnite.
winning with a samurai
And
sword.
just like, I had literally been recording for 6 hours, and I just had like a mental breakdown after I lost in some really dumb way. I just grabbed the sword. I was about to like swing it down on my bed, and then I was like, wait, this is sharp. I put that down, I grabbed the hilt, and I started just banging stuff down.
Okay, that's.
There's
I'm not a
definitely-
violent man, but Fortnite sometimes gets
He's definitely broken stuff in his room. He's not going to
Definitely.
tell anybody about it.
My favorite thing is you hear bang, 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 and then you hear like, "Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome
going
into
on,
a new
guys?"
video. My name is MrMuselk, and I'm so good.
Just complete reset.
Just
Literally,
complete.
it's like, God! And welcome back, everybody.
This is my first game of Fortnite today. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So that's the answer to who's most likely to be a sociopath is Elliot. Yeah.
Maybe we
No,
should film a
the opposite though,
documentary.
because sociopaths don't have emotions. I have too much emotion.
Fair. Fair.
Yeah. Fair.
That's what a sociopath would say, I think.
It's a
Yeah.
psychopath.
You're hiding your-
Psychopath, whatever.
They seem like good lies.
Let's go with it.
Everything's the same.
What's it like living together?
Once again, just
I think it's actually been very nice. Not to do a wholesome moment, but it's actually been very good. Everyone said it would be like awful living with like really good friends, but so far it's actually been really good.
Yeah, I heard a lot of horror stories, and then when you actually move in with your friends, if the bedroom door is closed, do not come in. That's the biggest rule.
As
It's a
Elliot
good rule.
almost walked in on you,
Buddy,
Can we not?
buddy, you walk in through my door, you turn right, there's my computer, and I'm like, oh God.
It's because he's playing Fortnite on there. He
Yeah,
doesn't want
obviously
Elliot to walk in
Yeah,
and
yeah.
playing
Does not want to
Fortnite
walk in
for all the
playing
younger.
Fortnite. For anyone
for
out there
everyone
who's
who's young,
confused.
I'm having a great game of Fortnite.
Cray loves
I
to
don't-
play Fortnite
Really
solo.
furious
And
game
he
of
just-
Fortnite, just really going at it in Fortnite. Just like,
About to get that victory round.
What kind of panel is this again?
Oh, God. We are not getting invited back next year.
What about Kath? Have you experienced anything weird in the house, Kath?
Not weird, but it has been great living with you guys. You know, when it's not.
Intimate.
Smiley
What?
face.
It's been great. Not
Oh,
intimate.
great. Oh. Me coming up with in my boxes, like
every
being like,
morning,
hello,
yeah,
Fruity.
but-
in the kitchen.
Like
not
at midnight.
No, not that. It's like it's like living
Yeah.
with your best friends and people you can make content with. It's really nice. And it's sweet, and they make me laugh a lot. So.
What do you think, Marcus? Have you loved my company?
Yeah, it's easy, but I mean, it's easy when everyone's got like a whole floor to themselves. It's like we're not.
Yeah,
cramping
the
together.
space
Yeah.
makes it much easier.
There is
like-
an elevator in our house. I just want everyone to know.
Who uses
We
the
know-
elevator the
easy
most?
to live with your friends when you have
Who
a mansion.
uses the elevator the most?
I'm actually scared to use the
Oh,
elevator.
no, can we tell the other bit of drama about moving into the house?
Yeah,
I just
go,
remembered?
go.
The drama was, so some of you guys might remember when we first publicized the house tour video, it was called Click $15 Million House Tour, which obviously this is like clickbait 101. You put a big old price tag in there and you get more views. And it worked a charm. Then a couple of days later, we get a call from the landlord who is threatening to evict us. And I was like, oh boy, what did we do? And he's like, I saw the title of your video, and I was like, right. He was like, you said it was click $15 million house. I was like, right. He was like, it's actually $30 million. You're devaluing my property right now. And I was like, so long story short, the video's no longer called that, but
I don't think
Yeah.
we're supposed to speak about that, but anyway.
Yeah, you were meant to
look,
say that.
honestly,
You
if the
didn't hear it
landlord's here,
here.
that's just bad luck.
Oh God,
They're
there
probably
he is.
watching.
Sorry, John. I'm sorry.
You see a figure just coming down towards you.
They're watching all the content, you know.
Yeah. That's true.
If anything, though, I'm saying that his house is worth a lot, so he's got to be happy.
It's a nice house.
No, it was 15 million USD. That's what.
Yeah.
That's
Very
what we
bad
meant.
dollar right now.
Yes.
Can we stop bragging about our house? Can we stop?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like $1 over 14 million.
No,
Yeah.
he's overvalued. Not going to say.
No
Anyway,
one's used the trampoline.
It's actually a piece of
yet, by the
shit.
way.
I
If you're
used a
listening.
trampoline.
We have a trampoline in the backyard and nobody's used it yet, and I'm too shy to go on first. So.
Just go on and jump on it.
live your best life.
Are you going to come with me, Cray, if we jump?
No, I'm too short for trampolines. I struggle to get up on top of them.
Why am I sitting next to Cray, by the way? It makes me look a lot taller and you look a lot shorter, even though we're sitting down, just by the way. Okay, moving on.
Okay,
Hunch over like
that,
me.
alright.
next question, please. I'm ready.
Do you find it more motivating now that you're living together to make more content?
What was that?
Do you find it
you
more
find it motivating?
motivating that you're living together to make more content?
Yeah, when I
yeah.
hear Elliot 3 AM, I'm like, you know what? I should be making videos right now.
I should be that angry playing video
You should be
games.
Elliot level angry, unless you're not doing your job right.
I think for most of us it has. I feel like I was probably already in before the house kind of not doing anything other than recording videos. But like I know that like for example like Cray and YouTube, it seems to have like piqued up his interest in that a bit. And like
Yeah.
there was like the thumbnail, like Cray posted a video, it's got like a bad thumbnail. We like kick his door down, we're like, Cray, open Photoshop, we're fixing this shit right now. And then we go on like,
It was an awful
be like-
thumbnail.
It was
It's
absolutely
just
garbage.
horrible.
Everyone in the Discord call like saw it and just freaked the fuck out.
You're like,
and I was like, I'm gonna go kick Cray's door down right
like, Cray, have you ever used Photoshop before? He's like, yeah. Just,
I've used it. I just used
I've
it for
opened
other
it.
things.
I have opened it before.
All right, going
Right.
through the row. I'm going to put you all on the spot here.
You start with me.
Yes, you're going
Yeah.
to start with you. You need to tell us one thing that you've learnt about a fellow house member since you've lived there.
Elliot has some rage issues. That's my one.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna deny.
I guess that's my one thing.
Don't piss me off, Marcus, and talk about me in public.
Oh yeah, Elliot never trains or like does anything fitness related.
We've been
Right.
trying,
That's-
we've been
He's
trying
got
to
anger
get him to the
issues.
gym.
He has to go to the gym. Because, Marcus, some of us actually like to upload content to our channel.
Oh, got him.
Some of us have employees to do that, so.
Oh.
No? Okay.
Okay. Marcus wins. Yeah. Marcus wins the race.
One for Marcus so far. You're on 0, Elliot.
Just so you know, you're on the
Just so we're keeping score.
Just Fruity.
I don't know. I guess how loud Cray is quite surprising.
Okay,
Really, it just goes through all.
Really just
all the
penetrates.
walls and
Oh, yeah, you can
floors,
hear it
and
from
I'm
the
on
front door.
basement. And, yeah.
I don't know why we have to talk about this here. I think this is a
said one
discussion
thing,
for
I
at the
didn't
house.
know
Oh yeah. Well, since we're on the topic of Cray,
Yeah, everyone just start digging into each other.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Got him.
flatulating a lot. I've
Oh
noticed.
my god.
What's a flatulating?
Flatulating.
Flatu-
It's a nice way of saying you fart a lot.
Yeah.
Really. It's just
I do not. I resent that statement, and
careful what you're doing right now. You're making me nervous.
that's just rude. Your turn. Oh wait,
No, that was
your-
it. That was
Oh,
mine. That was my observation.
I'm coming for you now, buddy. You ready?
Oh shit.
Are you ready? I don't know if Baz knows he does it. He eats with his mouth open.
What? What do you mean? Oh, okay.
Don't do it. Say it. You can say it. Oh, here we go. I love it.
We're gonna have words after this.
I had to make up something.
I need the gains. I'm a growing boy.
I had to
Marcus
make
is
up-
trying to bulk me up, so I'm not just a skinny
Okay,
legend anymore.
my comment then is going to be about Bazza and his gains. I think what I've realized is Bazza can eat whatever the hell he wants,
okay.
and he will
That's a
not
good thing.
change. I think like 2 meals a day. I normally have like a bit of toast in the morning and then one thing at night, and like, but also I don't exercise. I just stay at this like nice like chubby baby level. Whereas like
That's a
Baz,
really nice way of saying it.
Baz just fat, all right. Fuck you. Whereas Baz, I come up, he orders like burgers with chips and gravy and mashed potato,
bulking. It's
and then
bulking season.
and then he finishes that and he goes to the
Carbonara.
cupboard and he just like pulls out a couple of muffins, couple of chocolate biscuits, starts hoffing these things down. Then he's like drinking a whole bottle of Coke, and I'm just looking at him, and he's a stick. He doesn't
Elliot literally watches me every time I eat. He's like, "What you got there? is that a pizza? Wish I could eat some pizza. Like, do you want some?" He's like, "No,
I'm happy with the salad.
no, I better not."
What about you? What have you learned living with everyone, Lannon?
Who's your favorite in the group?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
No, don't answer it.
Let's create some divides here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some clear lines.
This panel ends with the end of Click.
I'm just gonna say no.
No. Oh.
No. So he hates.
Oh, so he has a
So he
favorite.
hates
I'd like
He
to
has
point out
one.
that all Lannon's been doing for the past 5 minutes while we've been talking is writing use code laserbeam on his paper.
He actually has.
He is not lying.
Okay.
There's also
So-
he forgot the dick. I do a dick.
Lannon, there are children with you.
Well, because like, see, I got done with that page.
Okay, that's.
What are you doing?
So
And after I did this dick on Elliot's face,
What are you doing?
I just had to do something else.
I'm sorry, person leaving. I'm sorry. I have kids.
Oh, we're on the screen behind us, by the way, so they could actually
Oh,
see me.
shit. So you got a good view of the dicks. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Oh my god, it was zoomed in. No.
You look great, Baz. I love what you've done with yourself.
That's me. Okay.
This is my
Damn,
good
the
side.
back of my head is sick.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Emma, help us. Emma,
All right, next question.
I wouldn't do that.
Please, Mum.
please, Mom.
There's nothing there. I was just checking. There's
Make
still
a fool
nothing
out of myself quick.
What's your favorite video you've done on the channel so far?
Hide and seek, 100%. Because I won.
Part 1 or part 2?
Oh, wait, what? What'd you say?
It was 2 parts.
Oh, right. Which one did I win?
Do you not watch the channel?
Second one.
I'm pretty sure you won it all.
No, didn't Luffy win one? Luffy won the first. I won the second.
Oh, you were hiding in a suitcase.
Yeah, he was. Baz did win the first. Yeah, what did I like? I really liked. Oh no, I liked the one that we got coming out on.
Coming out. Wait, what?
Oh, we
Wait,
did.
which one
Can
was that?
we spoil what the topic is?
Oh, you mean the
Yeah, I
next
think we
one?
said it. Yeah, we did. We didn't. Oh, we put
An
it on the
escape room.
Yeah, we did an escape room, and it was
That
like
was cool.
It like number one was really fun. Number two highlighted how completely dumb we all are.
Hey,
but
I solved some shit.
yeah,
Credit.
Lannon for the first room just sat there not doing anything. In the second room, he suddenly like developed an intelligence and was
We-
able to fix things. Actually, no, it was as soon as we got to like, I'm not even joking, there were like puzzles in the first room, he had no clue. Get to the second room and he had to like reconnect some wiring, got to like construction shit, and he was like, oh, I'm all over this, boys. He was just like programming and like connecting wires. And
In
Yeah, that
our
was very impressive.
yeah.
in our group, I had Baz and Marcus, and we walk into this room. And as you walk in, a little bit of a slide, like a guy comes up and tells you a little bit of a story, and then the phone starts to ring. It rang for 10 minutes
We didn't pick it
until
up.
we picked it up. The escape room hadn't even started. It took us 10 minutes to pick up a ringing phone.
We were out the front,
10 minutes.
and the guy who was running the room, because we did it in 2 groups of 3, was just looking at it. He was like, I was like, oh, how are they going? It's like, I've never seen this before. They haven't figured out how to answer the phone. Like,
It's ringing. Yeah.
it's just like you hear a ringing phone. What do you do? Puzzle number 1. Answer it.
It was great seeing everyone in costumes though. Seeing like Cray with like a police hat, like his moustache.
Really suited it, yeah.
It was fantastic.
Thank you. My girlfriend wants me. Never mind.
Stop right there. My favorite was probably the fear pong one. Like, just because of how it ended. Like, it ended bad for me.
The clutch.
The
But,
clutch
like, it was
trade out
just
of
like-
Lennon for Lufu was the greatest thing.
Like, I was getting hyped up. I'm like, it's like the final cup. Like, I'm going to be the champion, going to save the day. I'm not going in the pool. And then Kath just comes up and goes,
Sinks a hole in
literally
one.
sinks it immediately.
I feel like people might have thought we edited that to make it look like it was
no,
just a whole one.
no, the
It's just a
devastation on my
hole in
face
one.
was clear.
No,
Yeah.
our content is real. Real.
Why'd you have to say that like that? You could've just
Trust
said
me.
it
So they
normally.
know. So they know it's real.
Okay.
It's real.
Definitely real. Now you guys have lived there for a while. Who do you think has the best room in the house?
Elliot.
Elliot has
Yeah.
a bathtub that just like has
No,
its
but
own
wait,
room.
you can see his bathroom from if you walk outside and you look in through the window, he's got his curtains open. You could potentially see Elliot.
Oh my God,
That's
what
the
have you
best bit
seen?
about the bathroom.
Not that that's happened. I'm just saying it could happen.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
how
they
do
watched
you
the
know?
house tour, they could see the room.
What?
What?
Oh, yeah,
like-
there is a there's a
There's a
house.
house.
Oh, there is a house. Oh,
I
you
feel
guys
like
know what
about
it looks
it-
like. Yeah.
I feel like the default answer is just the master bedroom. So
No, I disagree. I think the basement, because no one comes down to the basement. So
That's
I
true.
can study
That
well,
is a
so
nice
like
room.
I would
down
actually
to it,
say
and I'm just like,
overall, I actually think Kath and Marks have got like the best thing because they've all got. So Kath and Marks have got like probably the smallest bedroom, but then they've each got their own separate rooms for their like gaming setup. So like Marks has got one with this sick view. Kath's got like the basement, so no one comes down there. And yeah, so that's actually a cool setup.
She was supposed to share it with Lockie, but then he died.
Yeah, he
They
died.
actually announced that he died, guys. It's
that
really
what
sad.
Tragic.
Just before this panel, just death.
I'd
Oh,
say
where is
Marcus
he?
has
If
the
he was
best
alive,
setup.
he'd be here.
Okay.
He's
Lennon.
really dead.
Still dwelling on that.
Next question.
Next question.
Next question, quickly. If anyone in the audience is thinking of living with mates, can you give them some tips?
Wait, new room? What?
If anyone in the
Have you got any
audience
tips
Is
for
thinking of
living
living with
other
their
people?
mates,
If you can
give
help,
them
Everyone's
some
talking.
tips.
I can't eat.
if you can help
Let him
it,
speak. Like,
move into a mansion.
Yeah.
Makes it really easy. Just if you have a spare $15 million mansion,
Yeah,
I
that
know.
really just helps out a
one
lot.
laying around, yeah.
back to the money part, huh? Into the
Always
rubbing in
comes
people's
back.
faces.
Weird flex, but okay.
I'd say my biggest piece of advice would be know each other's boundaries.
For example, Cray has none.
That's the funniest bit about it. Like, everyone respects my boundaries.
always gonna make it weird. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that about you. It's good.
Thank you,
I
Landon.
appreciate that quality.
I like you, except you draw too many.
I'm not even drawing. I'm just drawing squares now.
I'm watching you, buddy.
He's on rehab. All right.
Any other tips?
Fruity?
You need rules. That's
Rules.
all. You need
Fruity's
rules.
tip is don't be the only girl in the house. I think that's Fruity's tip.
Wait, Fruity's a girl.
Wow.
She's one of the boys.
She's one of the boys.
One of the boys.
Or are we one of the chicks?
Chicks with.
Dicks. That's where you're going with it, right?
And this is the difference.
Every time.
This is why my ad revenue sucks.
Guys, I can't believe I'm getting a $1 CPM. What's going on?
I mean, I know why.
wonder why. Okay.
Just another random question, but if you could play one game for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Marcus, go.
Rocket League.
How did I know you were gonna say that?
They all hate on me for it.
We should all say Loserfruit. You say next. It'd be Just Dance. Let me answer.
No, because I can do that in real life. It's fine. I don't need a game.
Oh, okay.
It's like Sims or GTA or something like that. I don't know.
Loserfruit is surprisingly good at Sims, and I didn't know you could actually be good at Sims.
Wait, does Sims take skill? I just burnt them all alive.
Again, you got to do the weird
I put him in a
laugh,
pool
mate.
and then took the ladder out.
Oh, those were the days.
They were the
okay.
days. I'm pretty sure they stopped it now. It's
Yeah, you can't
tragic.
drown people anymore. It's really sad.
So Counter-Strike
It
would
cost
be
me a
my
video.
game. That
I was going to do a
would
video
play.
of drowning 50 kids, and I wasn't allowed to. I don't know if you saw my video of like setting 50 kids on fire, but it was going to be a sequel where I put them in a pool. So I can't do it.
And they're no longer on fire in the pool.
but then they also drown after that.
You're wondering why your ad revenue's bad.
It's not a joke though, guys. Lannon actually does wonder why his CPM isn't higher, and then he goes and says this kind of thing.
Cray, favorite game? That you would have to play for the rest of your life.
The rest of your life.
Forever. Oh, kind of sounds nice when we go like
Fortnite. Fortnite's the one I'm going to say.
That is
How
such a
much you
lie.
can
See, I feel like I always say the game that I'm like enjoying most at the moment. So like that'd be like Fortnite. But actually, I feel like if I played Fortnite for the rest of my life, I would probably have a mental breakdown. In fact, I'm already kind of there.
You already are having
that. What do you mean?
I'm gonna say I do GTA just because like I feel like I'd be
GTA is
able to
good.
just
I
think
feel
of
like
like
changing
new
my
stuff
answer to
do.
GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lennon.
You may not have heard of this game. It's a game called Crusader Kings 2. It's a strategy
I
game.
have.
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
Oh, hey,
man of
Crusader
Kings
Kings fan in the...
I had this one person out there. Yeah, that guy. Shout out to him. I've already put like thousands of hours into it, so why not? It's good shit.
Nerd.
You fucking go crazy in that game. It's sick. Speaking about weird games, you can marry a horse.
You can marry a
It's
horse.
fucking weird.
Man, that sounds pretty good.
I mean, you're the king. You
I'm
can
sold.
do what you want.
Because you guys, obviously, before you moved in the house, were making content on your own separate channels as well. Do you want to go through the list and talk about, just quickly, how you got into doing YouTube and Twitch?
Are we starting with me?
Yes.
Oh, so my channel's different, so it's Prestige Clips, but I had a channel before that, 360 Cinema, and you couldn't even make money on YouTube in gaming at that point, and I just uploaded like I set up a tripod and I had a TV, and I had Halo playing, and I would record the clips like that, and I just like did a top 10 Halo 3 video, and I got signed by Machinima, and the rest is history.
I'm so sorry that happened
That
to
is
you.
so OG.
That was like 2007. I'm old. I'm old.
I got
That's
scammed by Machinima. That's how you know you're OG.
Yeah.
My man.
Don't sign with Machinima. Do not do it.
They're not a thing anymore, are they?
No, they're not.
Yes.
No, they are
Yeah.
things.
It's good.
They're, yeah.
Let's talk about that. We don't want to get sued.
Like 5 years ago, a bunch of American friends said I should start streaming because, I'm a female and Australian, and they're like, that's going to be successal. You should do that. So, Baz?
See, I've been telling my
That's-
sister that.
that's an
but
honest
she doesn't follow
answer.
my sister.
It's just nailed it.
I mean, I used to record a bunch of like videos on my phone when I was like 10. It all began from there. And then I played Overwatch and then a little bit of Fortnite. And now here I am. I think, I mean, I only...
These are just such in-depth backstories.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
give
started
more
like 2 years ago. I started on Counter-Strike and made like little animations and stuff. And all my friends said...
Nerd.
That's actually what all my friends said, so I stopped
Bet you
making
did
it.
Lego animations too, you loser.
Okay, well...
Okay, that takes a lot of creativity. Okay. For me, it was pure boredom. I was bored. I was at university. I hated it. Everything about it was awful. And I played video games, so I thought...
Is that really the message we want to be saying? University is awful.
Oh, it's just dreadful.
Okay, yeah.
Do not get an education. Do what I do.
Wait.
Play video games
Do
for a
what I
living.
do.
Views expressed by
Hey.
Cray did not represent the rest of
I dropped out at 15, and here I am. So there you go.
Wow, that's a good
Life
message.
lessons.
And you
Seriously,
know
stay in
what?
school.
Mark Zuckerberg dropped out. Bill Gates dropped out. Guys, it's just clear.
He dropped out of
Education's
Harvard.
overrated.
There's a difference.
All the parents right now are really mad.
Like, why did we send like
Six
Why are we
people
here?
stand
Why
up
are
and
we
walk out.
Your turn.
Is it my turn? Oh, yeah. So I was like really into TF2. That was like the first game that I got like properly into. And I don't know how many of you have played TF2, but there's a thing called like rocket jumping. It's kind of like, just like a way to like get a lot of mobility. And I was just like uploading like little clips of me doing cool rocket jumps. And then there was a guy who was like, can we have a tutorial? And then I did a tutorial and then it just,
Wow.
and then I sold out for Fortnite views.
Yeah. You love TF2, then you
my
loved
man.
money. Yeah.
Couldn't be that I just enjoy the game like the other 400 million people. Fuck.
No.
Right.
That was my turn. My first YouTube video, I was 14, and it was me eating a bowl of cereal, just sitting there. That's not a lie. And then I followed it up with a sequel of me eating a full pizza. That was actually the title. And
Why?
Then,
Why,
and then,
Lennon?
And then 6 years later,
Give
I'm
the
like,
people
yo,
what they want.
6 years later, I was like, concreting's pretty boring. So I started YouTube. And that's my story.
Are your cereal...
For 10 million subscribers,
Humble
you're going to eat another
beginnings.
pizza.
Humble beginnings.
Fucking actually.
Do your
That's a
cereal
throwback.
video, does it still exist?
No, I've been trying to find it. If you can find, like, actually, no, don't find it because it was 14-year-old me probably said something racist.
Then
You think I'm joking? Grew up in some pretty bogan towns, so like, maybe don't.
He's a
look for
victim
it.
of his upbringing,
Maybe
ladies and
don't.
gentlemen.
Maybe don't look for
Look
it.
at him. Look at him. Look at him go. Look what you done. Look at him go.
people are leaving it.
Next question,
Shut
please.
your
Next
mouth.
question, please.
For content, for people that are looking to get started that might be out in the audience, what are the most important principles you think that people need to take on when they're starting a channel?
Start.
Yeah, just
Literally
do
just
it.
start.
Yeah.
And then learn the rest after that. As soon as you start the process of like creating, you'll learn more every time you do that process. And that's just it.
I think the
And
most
then buy like 10 lottery tickets, and if you win the lottery, then you might win the YouTube lottery.
I think the most important thing though, actually, is you need to enjoy it. I think.
No,
You know, you do.
I hate every living moment right now of recording
Well,
Fortnite.
there are some outliers, but
I'd say consistency is key in everything in life, actually. If you want to go to the gym, consistency. If you want to get a good education, consistency. If you want to become a YouTuber, consistent. You have to upload regularly, and it has to be good content, entertaining.
Yeah, I feel like you've also just got to find your own niche these days. Like, you can't just, like, the problem, you get, like, a lot of channels like, oh, I'm, like, PewDiePie gets a lot of views, I'm going to do what he does. But the fact is, you won't do it better than he does. So, like, it just doesn't work. You need to find something that you're better at than anyone else. You know, like, you look at...
But you
even,
get
like-
better over time, and you figure
Yeah,
out
you
what
get
that
better
is
over
over
time.
time. So
But,
like,
you know,
don't
like-
stress about figuring that out before you start.
Yeah, like you look at like C-Day and like channels that like really blew up in the later stages of Fortnite, it's because they were bringing something new, which was quality content, which no one else was really delivering. So
And then there was me that just somehow Forrest Gumped his way to success.
he tried to stop a rocket from launching, and the rest is
Once
history.
again, already. Anyway.
Oh no.
What is one thing people don't know about life as a YouTuber or Twitch creator?
The hours, the lack
Give
of
up
sleep.
on sleep. Give up on all like social life, freedom, all that sort of crap. Just
Yeah,
Yes, dude.
I'd say the biggest thing is I think people. I feel like a lot of YouTubers say it though, so it's probably a broken record. But I feel like at least when you still see like articles written about YouTube or anything, like it's like, oh man, just play some video games and get paid for it. But it's like I think genuinely like I like the hours. Most days I would probably spend like. I get like 5 to 6 hours sleep and minus like say 1 to 2 of the other hours where I'm awake, like eating or doing other stuff. I'm mostly just making videos. Because even like when it comes to like day to day, like with this, like 3 days at PAX, I had to make 3 extras and it just like,
I didn't.
yeah, Lannon didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I think on that, like YouTube almost as a job, it's different to a 9 to 5 because YouTube almost becomes your life. Whereas
It never switches off,
A
yeah.
normal job, you can clock in 9 o'clock, go home 5 o'clock. Whereas YouTube, it's like you finish a video, then you're just like sitting there like, what are the views on it? What's happening? Is it doing well? Oh, it's doing, oh god.
Yeah.
Not doing too
100%.
well.
I think
People
it's-
don't like me.
It's weird because like it's like the only job where, or one of the only jobs where you literally get like live feedback as you're going. Like a video goes live, you're looking at the 60-minute real-time views. How many did it get in the first hour? What's its minutes getting right now? And how many subscribers did I get today? Okay, I got 10,000. I need to get 12,000 tomorrow. And it's just like
Literally like a video game.
yeah, and
You're
you're
addicted to
always it's literally addictive. It's addictive to watch your numbers rise. If they fall, you want to get them back up again. And you even if you're like, okay, I finished this video, like it's edited, you're like, but I could edit it better. I could put more music behind it, and you're never done. And
It's really good, but it's a lot of hard work. And I just don't think that's always obvious, that's all. But don't let it discourage you, because it's pretty good.
Kath or Craig, do you have any tips on the Twitch side?
stay away.
If you're streaming, every day that you're not live, you're worried about not being live. And it's really the silliest thing, really, because no one can be live all the time. But then you got the pros who are live like 12 hours a day and bragging about it. And so, yeah, it's pretty stressful when you're not live and you feel like you should be, like you're obliged. But
The
yeah.
pressure to maintain, I think, just kind of sums up most of
Yeah, yeah.
of Twitch and YouTube. Is just like pressure to keep it going. Yeah.
I think with streaming, sometimes you can't escape. I know the guys know lately I've been kind of struggling with, as you're live, you're getting an instant feed of what people think about you. And I think that can be very hard sometimes. If your energy dips for, a minute, people will comment and say, like,
Cray, why are you sad?
Craig, why are you sad? Yeah,
Why
and
you-
it's just like, dude, I'm
Yeah.
chilling. You know, so yeah, that's probably a hard bit about streaming. Yeah,
When Cray says he's chilling, that means he's really mad at chat.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Chilling, you little bastards.
One more question, I think, and then we'll go to some audience questions. Woohoo! So, for the people that are starting out content out there, if you had $200, what is one piece of tech you'd recommend they'd get?
Assuming you've already got a good computer, a good mic.
Yeah, good mic.
It's literally like, yeah, it's pretty much, well, I mean,
Trying to think what you can do with $200 if you don't have a computer.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like, assuming you've got the recording setup part. Just
Buy a
good mic.
bat and rob a store. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, get creative.
Buy a bat. And then suddenly you've got $5,000 and then you buy a
There
PC.
you go. There you go.
And you spend it all on V-Bucks.
Yeah. Using code
MuselK.
LaserBeam.
Okay.
LaserBeam
here we go
in
again.
the store. 5%.
Was any of that advice good to
No,
I don't think we helped
I mean,
at all.
it's hard, but like, I mean, it kind of really
To be-
depends on what you want to do.
Yeah, to be fair, I my first from 0 to 100,000, I used like a random headset mic that was just horrible quality.
I don't know, there's
but
a certain aesthetic
standards
to
were
bad
less
mics.
back then.
But once again, it's like just find what you can and start, and then just build it
Yeah.
up over time.
just get
Yeah.
going, man.
Just begin. Just start doing it with what you've got.
You should be a motivational speaker.
Use your
Thank you.
phone, honestly, as a microphone too. That can work.
Yeah,
It's
do
shit, but
anything.
it'll work.
Scuffed content.
You're gonna make it. Believe.
All right.
You probably won't.
All right.
Just being
Okay.
real, don't quit your day jobs.
Give them something, Lennon. Something to live by. I'll go draw another dick.
Audience questions.
Audience question. So I think that I can't actually see, but I think, look,
Oh my
there's
God.
people.
Oh.
Wow,
my.
you see that? The lights.
Those guys are really good at their jobs.
Nice, guys.
Any question at
Please,
all
please ask questions. Don't make it awkward.
about
Someone. We've got at least one. This is the
yeah.
best day of my life.
about this bit.
Either like
You
individual
get to have your
or
voice
group.
projected throughout the room.
Baz, don't tell him that.
Hello.
G'day.
Hey.
Which video of yours are you the proudest of and why?
Ooh.
Oh, I made one called MrMuselk's Bakery in TF2, and that was fantastic. It was just teleporters started spawning bread, put a whole bunch of teleporters down. We made a lot of bread. It was
That-
a 20-second video,
Is so unique
and it was fantastic.
and cool. I made a video with my nephew when he was 3, and he just said the cutest shit, and it was adorable, and it's my favorite.
I'm proud of all of them.
You are such a bitch and such a cop-out. Say something.
Probably my most recent one with the anime titties.
Yes, I love that one too.
That's probably the one. Yeah.
We aspire to greatness here.
There's a Gary's Mod one. I don't know how many people have seen it, but there's a Gary's Mod one that me and Elliot did, and it was probably
That was great.
yeah, it was just going around to random servers and just seeing a bunch of random.
Oh yeah, my last YouTube tip. Quality content does not equal views. That Gary Mod video is a perfect example of it.
I did well, actually.
Apart from like vlogs, I love making them. There's one video which Stream Sniper snipes me for 6 months, and just how long it took. Yeah, and just how long it took for that video to just become, I think, 6 months. It's nice to see how rewarded that was.
Yeah. Oh, I guess mine would be like my very first viral video, which is the top 10, which ended up getting me signed because it was filmed in my bedroom at 3 a.m. when I should have been sleeping for school. And yeah, I did that instead.
Young
Thank
Rebel
you.
Life.
So basically, don't do school.
All right, question on this
You
side.
Stay in school.
I did school.
That's my guy.
Stay in
What a
school.
legend.
Stay in school.
He's wearing power merch.
I wear power merch.
This kid's trying to ask a question.
MrMuselk, when you played TF2, what was your favorite class and why?
Soldier, just because I went through like the thing I liked about TF2 that I think Overwatch always missed out on is there was no real like high skill like tricks with any class, like Farah, you want to jump up in the air, you press shift, she shoots up. But like in TF2 there was rocket jumping and you had to like learn the basics of rocket jumping, like how to bounce, and then you could learn how to do like C tapping and B hopping and just like all this stuff that just made it like doing crazy rocket jumps was so addictive.
So you get rewarded for having no life, really.
Yeah, literally though. But you could spend 1,000 hours in like a rocket jump server just learning how to move properly with Soldier, and it was so rewarding to do it in a real game because like other people are literally like walking around like peasants, and you're just like flying through the air, just like doing whatever you want, and market gardening people. That and Spy. I went through a big Spy phase because like trick stabs were great. I just love the feeling of like outsmarting someone when in reality it was, yeah.
Weird
probably
flex,
not
but
that
okay.
All right, question on that side.
Lennon,
What's up?
what was your favorite video to make?
It was that one with my nephew when he was 3 years old. And then my second favorite is the one where he was 5 years old. So basically anything with my
Nice.
nephew, because he's the best person in the world. I mean, I've got two nephews and two nieces, and they're all great, but...
And
yeah,
all your favorite?
They're all my favorite, but yeah, that was definitely my favorite.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, question on that side.
When did you start like face revealing, and how difficult was it for you guys to actually start like going into it more often?
What was that, sorry?
Like, when did you start face revealing, and did it become really difficult for you to keep doing it more often?
I only did like 2 months. Oh, like, I mean, like, I wasn't like, I didn't hide my face at all, but I just didn't put it in videos until like 2 months ago, maybe mainly because of the tongue thing.
Yeah, dude, the tongue.
Which I'm working on. It's a work in progress.
Got a mind of its own, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. I started live streaming, so I kind of had it out there from the start. I just didn't necessarily think it added to videos, but I'm doing it now.
Yeah, I did it pretty much immediately. Like, I don't know. I always felt more like personal connection to videos and like the audience, and they can see you.
There's something nice having people not know what you look like, though.
Yeah, Baz, you did like your face reveal way later.
Oh, yeah, I probably had like a channel for about a year before I even thought about doing a face reveal. But here I am.
Yeah. I think it's just like, I mean, it's like easy to say, harder to do, but just like not stress over it. Like purely make it about, do you think, having your face there, like, does it add to the content? If it does, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Hi, Loserfruit.
Sick shirt.
I know, right? First, I want to challenge you to a dance-off at the Just Dance booth. Do you accept?
Meet me after this panel.
Oh my
You're gonna regret that.
Challenging Kath, that is a
Okay.
fool's move.
And also, what has been the biggest argument in the house over the smallest thing?
The yogurt cups.
I don't think there's been that much, to be
The
honest.
yogurt cups,
Yogurt
Craig.
cups.
Don't
Yogurt
ignore
cups.
the yogurt.
The
Craig's ignoring the
listen.
yogurt cups because he is the cause of the yogurt cups.
I'll tell you the yogurt cup argument. Ready? Cray, you left a
Craze.
yogurt cup there. Okay. It won't happen again.
Craig,
It hasn't happened since.
fast forward 2 days. Craig, you left another yogurt cup
No.
out there again.
No.
It happened again.
Cray, that yogurt cup's been there for 2 days. I'll get it later.
Oh, no, that is not the conversation. I resent that.
Pretty sure it's still there.
The yogurt cup.
Question on this side.
Hello. Specifically to Kraz and
Hashtag
It's happening.
I ship it, bro. I ship it. Yeah.
to Baz and Cray. You guys talked about My Hero Academia on your streams and all about that. So I was just wanting to ask, what's both of your favorites animes separately?
Favorite anime?
Yeah, favorite anime separately.
No joke. I think My Hero is.
Yeah.
You're exposing me as a weeb. I didn't watch much anime. Just want to put that out there. But no joke. I think
a lie.
My Hero is probably my favorite.
I watch a lot of anime. I'd say Ghost in the Shell is probably my favorite. I love the characters. Everything about it's great.
Pokemon.
Killer.
Pokemon. I love
Okay, I'm not
Yu-Gi-Oh.
joking. This is a completely true fact.
Okay, the
Bazza
question was for
sometimes
me.
before going to the gym will watch the scene where Bakudu fights
All Might versus okay.
Someone, I don't know, I'm just saying names here, all right? With the All Might fights the guy without a face. He watches it to get hyped up before the gym, all right? It's horrible.
Question over that side.
All right, firstly, Lufu, nerd, and also, how often do you guys argue?
Often.
Yep.
I wouldn't say about
weekly
anything
basis.
meaningful. We very rarely argue about anything meaningful.
Just Just the yogurt tubs.
Really, the yogurt.
Just
No
the
joke, the yogurt tubs. Also a bit about cleaning and rubbish, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's not really arguments. I'd say it's all with smiles on our faces rather than,
I passive aggressively withhold the emotions to one day unleash on them.
oh, good God.
Question on the next side.
This is a question for Lannon. Can you friend me on Fortnite?
Oh. Wow, you've really put me on the spot. No. No, I will. It's all good.
But he actually won't.
I will. It's all good.
Yes.
We'll sort it out after this. I'll get a name.
Oh, good guy, Lannon.
Good, what a lovely fellow.
Can
question
everyone
on
put him on the
next
spot with the same question now,
If
please?
anyone, okay, I'm warning you. If anyone else says it, it's actually no. All right?
Okay, wow.
Have any of you ever played Save the World, and would you be thinking of making videos on it?
What game was that?
Save the world.
Oh, well, you did, didn't
Single player. Yeah, I made a couple when it first came out.
We did one when it first came out.
Yeah,
PB,
you and the triangles. My God,
Pyramids,
they were
not
simpler
triangles.
days. Yeah, no, I've made a couple on Save the World. I feel like these days, I actually tried making one a couple of weeks back with the new Horde mode, but it just like is very repetitive when you get down to just like. And the thing I always had the problem with it was just it's not like a challenge, you know. It's not like zombies in COD where it's like waves that get harder and harder until eventually you get overwhelmed. In Save the World, it was always just kind of like. It's just it's kind of like a bit. It's just like 40 minutes of shooting things that don't really pose a threat, which,
All right, question on the next side. We have about 5 minutes left, so we're going to try to
rapid
speed
fire,
through.
rapid fire.
All right. So recently, I'm not sure if you noticed, but YouTube went down. I'm wondering if did hell break loose, or was it everyone very calm?
Oh, it was
about
awful.
It was very
Craig
sad.
was like, I posted a video today.
Kill me video.
Should I delete it?
It was awful. I kept asking, like, do I delete my video and re-upload it? I kept it up there.
Same, dude. Bravery.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
It's very sad to check your real times and see a giant dip.
Yeah.
It's all your self-worth gone.
All right, question on the next side.
All right, so I've got a two-part question. First part is, if I'm ever in Sydney, I've been cooking for 6 odd years, can I just rock up to your house and cook you as like a proper dinner? So that
No.
Yes, rock up to the house.
Stay away from me house. No. If one more person knocks on my damn door, I'm going to get mad.
We have security cameras.
We see you.
There is a big security guard guy.
There's a big
He's
guy.
buff.
He's
Trust
big.
this.
Trust
He's
me.
huge.
You can send us
8
food
foot.
to our P.O. box, which is Emma.
Emma the P.O. box.
I'll figure that out later.
Okay.
I don't know the number off by heart.
Part 2.
And the second part was, what game are you looking forward to the most? In
Red
the,
Dead. I want
Red
to go
Dead.
home. I want to go
Can't wait,
home.
I'm gonna
Red
play
Dead
it.
Redemption.
Red Dead.
No
GTA
spoilers.
6.
No spoilers.
John Marston dies.
I
You
swear to
literally
God,
asked
I
me
will
for it.
stab you. See this
He's
pen?
already dead.
Stabbed.
He died in the first one.
Okay.
All right, we got. I just want to make sure we don't miss anyone, so we should actually go fast.
Yep.
All right.
Next
shoot.
question.
Quick fires.
Okay. Oh my God. Hi. Sorry.
Now you're good,
alright.
dude. Take
All
your
good.
time.
You're good.
Take your
Take your
time. It's all
time.
good.
No more rap.
Oh, yep. There we go. I just wanted to say first off, I think what you guys do for the YouTube community is really awesome, and yeah. I have a couple. We'll make it quick, obviously, because there's other people. But I have a couple questions. So first off, do you guys assist each other in any way with like videos and assisting them like edit and
Yeah,
videos
definitely.
ideas and stuff?
All the
Lot
time.
of feedback.
All
Yeah,
the
but
time.
that thumbnail story where Cray made like the worst
That's
thumbnail
real.
I've ever seen. It was actually disgusting.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
Landon.
Okay,
Awful
sweet.
thumbnail.
And the last one, MrMuselk, please, could you add me on Fortnite, please?
You've been
please,
now.
please. I will
question.
get on my knees.
You wouldn't say yes now, so I have to. Oh God, yeah, okay. I'm gonna do the same
Please,
as Landon.
please.
No. And then find me after, and yeah, okay. But if anyone else does it, no.
Okay, I'll find you after. Okay, cheers. Bye.
Next question.
If you wouldn't be doing YouTube, what would you be doing?
Concreting.
Crying.
That,
Psychologist.
A lot of that too.
Homeless, probably.
Probably journalism.
I'd have a business of some sort. You'd be a lawyer.
Yeah, you'd be a lawyer.
Yeah.
not. I'd be
Yeah,
crying.
that's yeah.
Like I said, crying.
All right, next question.
Thank you.
It's a two-parter question. First part, who was your favourite creator to collab with? And second part is, how do you reach out to creators to collab with them?
Really, we just get really desperate for an extra for a video, and then over time, our circle expands. We start asking everyone we possibly know. Then over time, it expands out.
We need one more for hide and seek. Who's
one
in?
more for hide and seek, please.
Everyone message your most distant epic friends, and let's try and get someone.
I really don't want to pick favourites, but I'm not going to pick favourites.
Okay.
He was going to say me. That's why he did.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, next question.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Has there been any sort of prank wars in the house so far?
It is
No,
on the
it's-
to-do list.
It's
Except,
disappointing.
oh wait,
I'm
no.
the only one who does pranks on anyone or does messes with anyone. It's disappointing.
There's one coming.
Kath sent me a photoshopped picture of my room where there was a giant crack in my computer screen. She convinced me that she'd thrown Bazza's ball at it and broke it, and I fully fucking fell for it.
He fully believed it.
Fully believed it.
I spent a lot of time on that Photoshop.
Walks back into the house, guns blazing, ready to take on a fight, and then it was all a joke.
We only have a minute 30.
Oh god, minute 30. Go. Next one.
Hello.
Hey, Laser Beam, how is your willy?
How is my willy? It's very hairy.
Wait,
It also has teeth.
It's his dog. It's his dog.
Oh, it's his dog. It's his dog. It's his dog. It's his
Is
dog.
it his dog?
Everyone,
It's his
chill
dog.
out. Chill out.
Right now, my parents are looking after my willy. I assume they're playing with my willy, and my willy is well fed.
I want to come over and see your Willy. I haven't seen it yet.
Dude, whenever you want to see my
We
willy,
got a minute
you
on the
just
clock.
have
We
to
got a minute.
We got 1 minute. Go.
Hi, MrMuselk. Who is your favourite person to play with in Fortnite?
Ooh.
Yeah, MrMuselk, what are you going to say?
Fresh, because he's a pro and he carries us to victories. That's true. That's all you need.
I take it back. Fresh.
Playing with is just if I'm trying to do a dumb strat and I need a quick win.
done.
Fresh.
We've gotta go.
There you go. Next.
All right, next
Sorry.
one.
This is for MrMuselk. Who would you rather team up with, Lachlan or Cray?
Guys, can we just not? Why all the
20
seconds trying to
You can
create
have Cray.
divide?
You can have Cray.
I would love.
I'd rather not to be in your video.
Lannon won't play with
I
me.
don't want to be in your video.
Lannon will not play with me. He has not played
both
with me
of
once.
my friends
Okay,
together.
next question. Both.
I offered to on
Next
Twitter once.
question. The gentleman with the
One
cool
more.
glasses.
Last question.
Yeah, just a general question. I was wondering if you've ever been wiping, right, and your fingers gone fair through the toilet paper straight up your dirt road.
Mate, let me just tell you, it ain't.
mate.
It's happened to everyone, hasn't it?
Yeah, you go the one ply in that public toilets, they go straight through.
It's happened.
It's like a Kinder Surprise. You don't know what you're going through.
All I'm going to say is we're only human.
It's like
all
the
right?
lottery.
And
you
that
know,
answers
you
your
win it or not.
question.
Yeah, I know,
It is the
yeah.
lottery, and it's the
Yep.
worst kind of lottery.
No, that's when you start winning, mate. What do you mean?
As soon as I saw those sunnies, I'm like, I don't
Go.
trust this guy. I don't
1-0,
trust
guys.
this
It
man.
says please wrap
We're
up.
just going to keep going.
I was going to say,
They'll cut the mic off.
This one's for Lannon. How many times have you flipped those pages in that book?
Look, many times.
What are we doing here?
I'm glad we're doing.
I'm going to flip it again. No, where's the dick page?
All right.
Okay.
we're going to wrap this one up.
Sorry,
but
guys. They're pushing everyone away.
Yes.
We're going to be at the little table out there that's got click on it, and we're going to be selling our souls to sell shirts. If you want to come pick one up, I'll sign it. I'll do whatever you want with it. Just please buy our
We'd love
merchandise.
just to say
And
hello.
also, we can answer questions.
Yep, answer questions there.
Yeah,
So
that'll be out there.
thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Woo.
I actually fucking love this now.
Coda announced that Zero would join Cell 7 in the upcoming Soma Worlds tournament. After so many league victories, switching teams this close to the tournament appears to be a deliberate move to destroy Coda's chance at the title.